Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. And in this update, we are going to check out ONYX coin's price chart. And unfortunately, I'm not really sure if I have the best news for you because what we talked about in the previous video, I'm gonna say pretty much to the T actually played out. Why? If you remember, the last time that we talked about XCN, we were around these areas, and the idea was that okay, this can be a 5-wave up, and followed by that, maybe this is going to be a correction down in form of like an ABC zigzag. However, that's not really going to be my primary case, and odds are this is a 5-wave, sure, but on a higher degree. It might very well be into the C leg of an ABC expanded flat, which the beginning of it is right in here and not the lowest low, meaning what? Odds are we are actually having a 5-wave down, and our move down is actually going to continue. And well, as you can see, that scenario pretty much played out. Also, if you remember in the previous update, we talked about a very important sign when it comes to indicators in H4 time frame, and we said if you still want to be optimistic in ONYX coin and say, I don't know, maybe this is 1, this is 2, and then we're gonna have, before we take the lows, a massive move up into wave 3, 4, 5. Basically, if you want to say that we have hit our final low in XCM, then okay, under any kind of circumstances, you do not want to see this beautiful bullish divergence line break. Why? Because if we break it, that's actually going to be a bit of a bearish sign suggesting our move down is going to continue, and at that point you are going to see a rather sharp move on the downside. And if I just zoom in a bit more, okay, at what candle did we actually get a break of the divergence line? It was right at this candle is again here, and the price was about 1.21 cents. And what happened next? Immediately we got about a 10% move on the downside. So I think it is all safe to say that before we get this move down, you could have guessed that we are going to do that next. So the question is, what is going on at the moment in ONYX coin? And surprisingly, I'm going to argue soon we are probably going to see another move up in the short term. Why? Let's go on the left chart, excuse me. Okay. So, you see, if you want to argue that we're going to have our final low around this area, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low then a 5-wave up. This specific structure is called an impulsive movement. Rules for it are we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5-wave, excuse me, wave 3 should not be the smallest wave. And in terms of the subwaves, you should find 5-wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5, excuse me, okay. And for wave 2 and 4, we can have different counts. Let's say, sure, ABC into 4 and a WXY into wave 2. Now let's go on the live chart and practice what we have learned. Okay. So between these ones, which one is the lowest low? Yes, it's clearly this one. And I think I'm able to tell you maybe this is 1, this is 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave up into wave 3. Correction for 4, let's say in form of a flat, and yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave, either to about this point or here into our wave 5. Doesn't really matter a whole lot. And followed by that, I think there is an argument to be made for this move on the downside to be a correction structure. And actually, I take it back. It's not an ABC zigzag in here. It's most likely a WXY in form of a double zigzag. And this seems to be kind of a strong move on the upside. So what is it that I'm trying to tell you? I'm trying to argue that in XCN, we may see something like this. This can be on a higher degree, wave 1, correction for 2, and what's next? Decent move up into wave 3, 4, 5, and in it, I'm thinking about taking the highest side in here for the first target, about 1.2 cents, but we may actually go quite a bit higher than that, and here is the key point. This move on the upside that we may see soon is not actually tradable, okay? It's very important to understand that, because I think it doesn't actually matter a whole lot. This move is sort of kind of predictable. What really matters is this. What are we going to do after we get this 5-wave? Are we going to have from these areas a very strong move down, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without a lot of overlapping of the waves? If we get this, it will be, in my view, a very bearish sign. Or on the other hand, are we going to get a very slow and choppy move down? You know what? A correction structure, and then we get another move up. If we get this, great sign. At that point, I'm able to say, you know what? This is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a higher degree, and we might be able to be bullish with quite a bit of confidence. So in XCN in the short term, I do think that we are going to get a move on the upside. And question is, can we have some other cats? The answer is yes. For example, you can argue that this is, excuse me, like an A, B, C zigzag to about this point, and followed by that we are having maybe like 5 down into 1 correction for wave 2, and even before taking this high we're going to get a continuation of the move down into wave 3, 4, 5. This scenario can be in play, do not get me wrong. However, this doesn't seem to be an impulsive structure. Why? Because in it we are constantly having overlapping of the waves, and if I just measure this move timing wise, as you can see, this one took us about 115 candlesticks. On the other hand, this move up took us about 100 candlesticks. So even relative to this phase up, this seems to be kind of a slow move down, which is not a characteristic of an impulsive structure. Hence why I'm going to say from here, we are probably going to see another move on the upside. Now, here's a question. What does my primary scenario suggest? Meaning, if we get a move up at that point, am I going to consider this whole structure a correction or maybe an impulse? Well, unfortunately, I don't really have good news for you, because I think this is going to be either an A, B, C in form of a zigzag, or maybe even an A, B, C flat structure. And in terms of the targets, let's go around here. You see, let's consider having an A, B, C zigzag. Whenever you are right around these areas, then okay, at that point you need to pay full attention to what is going on in terms of Fibonacci's. For instance, if you see a retrace to about the 78% of the Fibonacci retracement level, then okay, at that point for your C leg you can expect a move up in order to reach to about the 1.27 extension level, which is right around here. And if I just go on the live chart, excuse me, okay, so let's measure this move down Fibonacci wise and see where are we. Okay, as you can see, we almost retraced to about the 90% level, but let's just ignore that. Let's say 78%. That means your target for the next possible move on the upside that we are going to get hopefully soon is going to be around the 1.27 level, which means around, let's say, 1.23 cents. At that point, I'm going to be a bit patient and careful and actually count on another move on the downside. Why? It's actually because of the structures on some higher degrees. When you zoom out a little bit, you see, in my view, this can be a correction structure, or probably an ABC flat, excuse me, something like this. And this, like we talked about in the previous video, is a 5-wave down. It's just now the end of it is going to be right in here, and as you can see, it's quite a strong move down, which is what you probably know what I'm about to say, a very important characteristic of a wave 3. So I'm gonna say this is 1, this is 2, decent move down into wave 3, and what's next? Seems like we want to have a correction structure for 4, and what are we going to have after it? Well, you know the answer, another move on the downside in XCN into our wave 5. This, my friends, is a very, very important reason for why right now I believe our move down is not over. And do we have some more reasons to believe so? The answer is, well, unfortunately, yes. First things first, let's go on H4 time frame, and as you can see, we are clearly in a beautiful, beautiful downward channel. And let's zoom in more. Okay, right now at least we are not around the lower band of it. So okay, I think because also Elliott Wave suggests this move is going to continue, makes sense to argue we are going to at least reach to about these areas, about the 1 cent region. However, I really have doubts about whether we are going to stop there. In my view, even after that, our move down is going to continue, and we are going to visit this unbelievably important low down here between 0.85 to about 0.97 of a cent. Why? You see, when we got this bounce back, it happened way too fast, and as a result of it, we created a very clear gap, and I believe gaps 90+% of the time are going to get filled. So since we are having a move down currently in ONYX coin, and since when it comes to the sub waves on some lower time frames, everything suggests this is going to continue. Okay, I think we should probably say a very likely target for the coming move is going to be around this important region in order to fill the gaps in here. And then what really happens there is kind of the key. Are we going to have a very strong bounce, maybe a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without a lot of overlapping of the waves? If we get this, which it is honestly at the moment at least my primary scenario, it will be a very, very bullish sign suggesting, you know what, this is 1, this is 2, and then we're going to have a massive move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5. What you do not want to see is actually a break of this level in order to take the lowest low down here. Is it going to be such a bad sign? In my view, probably yes, because sure, I don't really believe that we're going to go at that point a whole lot lower, but here is a very important point. Building a bit of a bullish setup once more, meaning overall a 1-2, is going to take some time. And that means, well, unfortunately, you are once more going to see a couple of months of really, really boring price action that is absolutely going to go on your nerve. So for now, let's continue our move down in XCN, but maybe in the next 48 hours, let's have another move up, and it's not really going to honestly change a whole lot. And then when we reach to our target down here, we are going to once more make new updates and see what is happening. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in ONYX. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.